Hello, my fellow comic book collectors. Today is the Hot Comics for the Week. And what I'm going to do is, this is a new series for me, where I'm going to be looking at the hottest Golden Age comics for the week of March. And it's the first week of March. And these are comics where they had big sales this week. And, you know, I kind of curated the list from looking at sales from eBay, from My Comic Shop, from Comic Link, from Heritage Auctions, and a bunch of other sources to sort of pick sort of cool comics that had record sales, or cool sales, I should say. And the ones on this list are kind of interesting. It's only a top 5. I'm going to do top 10 later. I'm just testing this out, and I need your feedback. I need your, you know, what you think. What do you think this is a great idea? Like, I see these hot lists all the time, but it's always modern comics. I wanted to, bring it back to the golden age. So if you want to see more of this, tell me in the comments, give me a like, subscribe to the channel, make this video a viral video, and I will do more of these. So, and I'm actually doing something that I don't normally do. I'm doing some video editing to make this extra special. So, let's get into the list. Number 1 on the first on the list, or number 5, is Captain America number 33. And I'll put the image right there for you to see. And it is a great Alex Schomburg cover. It's a World War II cover. It's got all those classic elements to it. Just so much action going on with, that's the thing with Alex Schomburg. His war covers had that action. And this book is fairly rare. There's only 48, Universal Blue Labels on the census, and 56 in all, like all together. This is from 1943, December 1943, and it had a record sale of $4,500. Now, and that was in a 4.0 restored. So not a Universal Blue Label. It was actually a restored copy, and it sold for $4,500. Now, the Blue Label version of it had a record sale back in 2022, June of 22, for $5,400. So this restored copy was kind of very close to the previous record high for a Blue Label. So that shows you how strong of a sale this was. The next big sale, number 4 on the list, is Exciting Comics number 53. Now, I love this book. This is a great Miss Mask cover, another Alex Schomburg, and it is one that features the first cover appearance of Miss Mask. So it's a big key. And a CBCS 3.0 had a record sale of $699. Now, there was no prior 3.0 sale, so this is a record sale just for that reason. But to give you kind of a little bit of perspective, there was a prior sale of a 4.0 back in November of 2022 that sold for, or 2021, I should say, that sold for $1,000. So this sale is a strong sale for a 3.0. Usually CBCS books sell for a little less than the CGC versions, and this is a full grade point lower. So, and it's pretty comparable. Exciting 53 has only 19 Universal copies on the census and 20 copies altogether. And this is one from 1947, from January of 1947, an Alex Schomburg cover. So really great cover, Alex Schomburg, he's the man. So you're going to notice a bit of an Alex Schomburg theme in this list, because the next book on my list, number 3 on the list, is Thrilling Comics number 41. And this is another great, probably my favorite Nazi war cover of all time. Like this, and there's one other one that I can think of, but this is Thrilling Comics number 41. It has, just this classic cover with Hitler on the Hitler in the bed, and you got Mussolini underneath the bed. They always tried to, like, one of the things that they would do with propaganda covers during the Second World War was they would kind of imply some sexual relationship between Hitler and Mussolini. It is a kind of a trope that they would do to really belittle the two characters, two men, I should say. And this was a 2.0 CGC sale, and it actually was an eBay sale where it went up for auction, and it realized a price of $1,931. So this book had a prior sale back in January of 2022 for $1,800. So, you know, a little bit of an increase in value, like a 20% increase. There's 38 universal copies on the census and 41 altogether. And this is from 1944. So kind of a cool book. I always love this. I wish I had seen this auction. I would have totally bought it. I love that book. Okay, the next book on the list, number 2 on the list, is 4-Color 386. And this was actually a raw copy, which is why I put it on the list, because it is one where you would expect a much lower price to be realized for it. The seller claimed it was a 2.0, and it sold for $119 for a 2.0 raw. So that's a pretty good deal for this book. This book is a highly sought after book because it's the first Uncle Scrooge titled book. And it's Carl Barks cover, and it's from 1952. There's 491 universal copies and 510 altogether. Now, there was a graded copy of this book, just to give you a sense of how valuable this book would be. There was a graded copy that sold in September of 22 for $301.38. So this book was a bit of a steal. If it's truly 2.0, because it's raw, it looked like, looking at the picture, you can see it's a bit rough. So it's kind of debatable if it's a 1.8 or maybe a 1.5, you know. So when you buy that raw copy, you don't know if it's going to be truly the 2.0 that you're buying, or if it maybe has restoration or has maybe some missing pieces. So it is a real gamble. So most times you see raw books and they sell for a fraction of what that graded book will sell for. So kind of an interesting one. I put it on the list for that reason, that I just kind of wanted to talk about that raw versus graded copies. And I'd like to hear people's opinions on that. What do you think? How much should a raw versus graded go for? Like, should it be a multiple of 3? Or should it be closer to 1-to-1 price range? So last book on my list, the number 1 hottest book of the week, is Batman 16. This is such a great book. A 2.5 sold for $3,250. Now this is a big book because it is the first appearance and origin of Alfred. And it features a very different Alfred than what we come to recognize as Alfred now. He's kind of more rotunda, you know, he's more of a big man. But this is the first appearance of Alfred in comics. So this is from April of 1943. There are 185 on the census in universal grade and 243 altogether. Now, this is a monster sale. So it sold for $3,250, but previously, only a couple of years earlier, in February of 2020, it had a sale of $2,200. So this is like a 50% increase in value. So just a big sale. And it shows that people are picking up these old golden age keys. So I hope you enjoyed this list. This was just my top 10 or top 5 hottest golden age comics for the week of March 1st. So I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. please check out my other videos and give me feedback. Do you want to see more of these hot lists? I'm planning to do it every week. If you want to see that, you got to give me a thumbs up, you got to give me a subscription, and you got to give me some comments. So I am counting on you. So thanks again for watching. Bye for now.